what's good? Don't flop all fucking day. We're back here. We were last here in the jam jar the week before fucking lockdown. It was depressing as hell. We're back here post-lockdown 2022. Bristol, make some fucking noise! We come to have some fucking fun today. Shouts out all the new fans. Obviously, much more love as well to all the old fans that come out as well. Let's get into battle number 1 of the day. It's an exhibition clash, April Fool's, no concept, 3 rounds of bars. MC on my left-hand side, 2 battles in November in Bristol. Now he's back again. We got Kinell, make some noise!
And to my right-hand side, we have Reeverse, make some noise for
Make
Reeverse.
some noise, let's go! Right, who's yeah? Alright, Kinell, April Fool's, round number 1, let's go, bro. Let's go.
I came here to spread dangerous vaccine misinformation and say this cunt is a prick. You look like every lesbian from my Twitter mentions that time I said fibromyalgia doesn't exist. Fucking wait for it, Reeverse! You could have 2 gay dads, still a son of a bitch. I've been running this shit. You should run from this shit. You'll either die or be filling his kecks with the runniest shit. Yeah, I got shit bars for April Fools, literally, because I knew this would be a rubbish back and forth like a litter rally. Terrible bars.
Let's keep it up!
Terrible bars, and I'm sticking with it. I'll kill this dickhead, then piss off drinking in the distance on a bad weather spoon bender. Uri Geller in a blizzard. Every one of your blood relatives is a lizard. Drop my thumb in your eyeball and make disco pop like the Scissor Sisters. Shit bars. I'm still kicking dudes' ass. It isn't too hard because I can see you for the victim you are since the schoolyard. Because I got bars that get rated in Bristol. You get rated on the Bristol stool chart. Yo, you'll get split in 2 halves like a double episode. I'll make you break with no warning like, there's something in the road! You're so indebted to shuffle. You need a full-length leather coat, but you saw the title match. And I'm nicer with the craft. We're in Bristol and this posh cunt is getting smoked.
Yeah.
Because this whole approach, it's not the best. Because this whole approach, it's not the best. He couldn't find his old style, so he bit one instead. He knew he'd clock onto him, copy and shuffle, so he bit Juan instead. You even bit Juan's head. Fucking Elliot Reeves. They let this kid in the club, but the thing is, he's young, so wait, hang on. Elliot Reeves. Did your 2 gay dads name you after the chick out of Scrub? Fucking, did they just turn on T4 and pick a name straight off the box? You're lucky they already named it their double-ended dildo, because you could have been named Dr. Cox. I get it though, fucking, I'm an alcoholic, so we both got a toxic relationship with JD on the rocks. Yeah. See, Elliot Reeves has never been decent. The best you can be is a pleb to be beaten. You're from a family of slumlords who take advantage of the poor, like heroin dealers or reverends and preachers collected for Jesus. Jesus. See, you've overstayed your welcome. No extending the visas. I take with you right as a whole and left it in pieces. It's the best on the team to the left on the bleachers, because I can shake the room with my mind like telekinesis.
Done, yeah? Alright, make some noise, let's go.
That all sounds bloody horrible, mate. Sorry to say, haven't got any change. Do you know what rhymes with Kinell? Shit smell. If you're in the first few rows, do your best not to inhale, and if he shakes your hand, just make sure you rinse well. With skin gel. Kinell. Incel. Doesn't mix well with girls. It's years since he's been held. He's forgotten how it felt to be touched by someone other than himself.
Let's go, bro.
He's not exactly a misogynist. He's more missed his chance of finding love, and now he's constantly pissed off with it. I have never seen loneliness as evident as yours. The only reason I believe that you have ever been loved is you look as though you've been through a terrible divorce. And there's no way you've ever had sexual intercourse if we're only counting times both consensual and indoors. But it's obvious why women never call you back. Because home's where the heart is. And you're a tramp. See, I've got a job. So I wake up at the crack of dawn. You don't have a job. You wake up at dawn for crack. This isn't a fair battle. He's got all of the streets with him. Not because of his hustle or grind, because he sleeps in them. Acting cocky with your cardboard, you big-headed cunt. Came here looking like you haven't been fed in months because you nick bread from ducks and put margarine on it. Yeah, you big-headed cunt. Came here looking like you haven't been fed in months because you nick bread from ducks and put margarine on it while it's still wet, you mug. Everything you eat is past its due date. You're a dirty man. If you took a bath, you'd lose weight. You look like Master Oogway after 2 days of needles stand outside HMV and ask for loose change from people. You are a hobo. I don't know why you're laughing, he's a hobo. Quite serious. It's no joke, it's a good, solid fact. So we did a coin flip before this, and he took off his hat. I got no problem with the homeless. Let's go, bro.
Let's go.
I got no problem with the homeless, and no intent to disrespect your past. I wish everybody struggling was fed and with a bed at dark. Bless the little precious hearts. I bet that it's been very hard, especially since the invention of the debit card. Go on, bro. It's your turn, pal. Call me a Tory cunt again, it'll work now. I just made fun of the homeless for all of my first round. Just do me a favour, try to make your verse loud. I find it really helps if you can get your words out.
How the fuck is my man doing incel bars? If anyone's an incel, you are. I turned up with my girlfriend, you turned up with Cooper. Yo.
Fucking snake.
See,
I'm gassed. I'm sorry.
we used to have tryouts that turned up imitating what they seen on Don't Flop. You sound like a deaf guy who learned to rap by lip reading Don't Flop. Literally, vocal style halfway between the Holly McNish adaptation of Antigone and Mr. Bean. After I'm done dealing with him, he's getting covered in grease and chased by Peter Griffin. Fucking lad's pathetic. Every bar sounds like Julius Caesar's final breath at the Senate. Although, man, I get it. I used to rap like you. For about an hour after local anaesthetic at the dentist. Yeah, I'm half days and it's just whack, but guess what, dickhead? This comes back. Just because I agreed to this, don't think you're bad, I'll have you check on all fours like a disco track. Because I ain't feeling Reeverse, I'm just weeding out the weekend's Firefight family devils reject with their beers. But I think your language is offensive, and I think that your joke's racist. Tell your fucking Tory parents that I think that their vote's racist. Yeah, sort your own house out. Before you talk about joke statements, before you talk woke rage about joke statements, when it's fucking systems put in place by your own neighbours. They're known dangers who'll never be poor or victims of inflation. No morals, so you get yours from Marvel movies or Pixar animation. All the content you consume is all children's... all the content you consume is all children's entertainment. So you fucking shit yourself when you hear a bar that doesn't meet the standards and practices of the Walt Disney Corporation. See, cunts like me are not children's entertainers. We had real problems we had to fix and straighten. All the while you've just been complaining about your faded henna tattoo from your gap year interrailing in Milford Haven. Travel restrictions. You make up fake problems because your life isn't actually that hard. You've never stressed at the counter that there's cash in your bank card, or seen a dude you knew from school doing smack in his backyard, or facing relegation and your manager's Lampard. You'll never live a life where you've ever got it bad. You'll just be spending all your cash in an expensive block of flats with a premium subscription to the Pret a Manger app. That's why you'll never get the respect you want in rap, because you're too up your own arse like a leather bondage strap.
Round 2, let's go!
Did he just make fun of my voice? Have I gone mental? Have you heard yourself? Pot, kettle, never mind. That doesn't work, right? Forget all that I said first. The pot called the kettle black. Kinell called it the M-word. You said it looks like I've been on a gap year. That is true. You look like you sell club tickets in Magaloo. I have never met a more utterly dumb cunt. Picture an evolution diagram. He's the one with the club hunched. And I'm way over here, right? In front of this numb nut, looking back like, Kinell, can you hurry the fuck up? That lump in your skull is under-evolved. You can't pronounce words if your tongue doesn't fold. Everyone here can see the bonobo ape in him. Ladies and gents, may I present the Hobo Sapien. Seriously though, since when has Frank Gallagher been a Don't Flop brand ambassador? If you rhymed with some diction, you'd be a badass battler, but you're fighting addiction, so you lack that caliber. Stumbling and stuttering, you stammerer. You're not a battle rapper, you're a battle rambler. Your best line last round was la 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 la. Why am I even wasting rhymes on you? Blah 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 blah. Gets on my nerves the way he stumbles on bars. You know what makes it 20 times worse? He's got a fucking podcast.
Legacy podcast, get locked in.
No, shush. Whoever said that was a good idea has been feeding you guys. Have you ever heard a word you've said? No. Fucking neither have I. Why? Why the hell do you take the shit? Did you really think the world would take to it? As though anyone ever has become aware of anything and said, I'd love to know what Kinell would make of this. I gave it 1 star on 3 separate devices. It is a totally boring listen. I'd say it all went wrong the moment you bought equipment. It's called Kinell's Sinister Cinema. If you're open to more opinions, there are better ways than podcasting to cope with a porn addiction. And I know you can talk for England, but you battle rap and have a podcast. Mate, in terms of hobbies, you've made some woefully poor decisions for a socially awkward infant with such notably awful diction. You are the arrogant host of a vanity show, and I'm sick of all the fucking crap you promote being rammed in my throat like a lateral flow. Surely it must be a practical joke. Where'd you even record it, mate? Back at your
Versus Shanks. You made a big deal of saying you live in a proper nice village. That's middle class code for doesn't have any foreign types in it. I don't know what the guy's sniffing. I saw him on local news like, I support refugees, just not where I'm living. Just drop the nice gimmick, you proper shite with it. Just robbing guys' writtens. Your bar's got 2,000 bytes, mine get me a couple of gigs. We're optimised different. See, I've faced guys like you in the past and they've all failed. Fucking the girls you know, fucking live in mansions and still smell like a horse stable. They all want to play the victim with tall tales, but I always bet on them to concede like Port Vale. See, I live in a nice gaff now, but I got there through work rate. It's hardly the same when it's your birthplace, but I'm from the country where everyone has a double barrel. Yeah, surname.
Let's go.
Your hard drive needs checking, and that's true. Your hard drive needs checking, and that's true. Your favourite Pornhub section is taboo. And your fucking posh mates are that's offensive and that's cruel. How could you share a stage with that terrible man's views? Well, they frequent the kind of student nights I'll never go back to. Everyone's infected, and that's true. Never mind crabs, dudes got deadliest catch pubes. Yo, this style was never yours, and the rental is past due, and I always come with free, so I guess that are bad news. You cunts learn a couple of punchline formats and reckon you'll smash through, but these marks just fade away like henna ink tattoos. Oh, we don't get it, but that's cool. See, the henna puns are Chekhov's gun I set up in Act 2. You have less wins than I have testicles. That's 2. You'll be gone soon enough, regretting your past moves, leaving nothing but evidence that proves a long history of bad points made in vain like heroin tracks do. Ah, fuck that one up, didn't I? Leave a long history of bad points made in vain like heroin tracks do. See, I'm the exception to that rule. The sooner the better you accept it as fact. You will never be that smooth because you never had nothing but a couple of multis, and I'm better at that too. See, I've had about enough of these plebs lately. It's just all tired shit. They just recycle and retread. Lazy. Oh, fucking. Yeah, it's just all tired shit. They just retread. Lazy. I bring something unique to each set. Crazy. And yeah, fucking. I bring something unique to each set. Crazy. And fucking, I've forgotten though. Not the last bar. It's just something unique. Fucking, I bring something unique to each set. Crazy, and I'm sick of him repeating everything he says. Like, baby. Fuck that end up, didn't I? Shit. Anyway, whatever.
That's it.
You can have a round now, it's allowed.
Let's go. Alright, final round of Reeverse. Let's go.
You know I'm always coming with that clown shit.
Clowning.
I might have less wins than you have testicles, but I have more wins than you have houses. And it's one, by the way. Alright, for some people, success can come pretty easy. For others, it can take a long time. Look at Kinell here. He's had over 70 battles. And he's better known as a racist online. For obvious reasons, I'm not going to play victim. No one wants to hear the whitest man in Great Britain rap about racism. I am not here to talk about what you actually did. But man to man, I do want to have a chat, and now you've handled it since, you see. You posted something that was very costly, and you had your head hunted by everybody, because you didn't just offend all your friends and colleagues, your brothers went cray too, like Reg and Ronnie. I said you didn't just offend all your friends and colleagues, your brothers went cray too, like Reg and Ronnie. Then along came Don't Flop, who let you on stream. And on this platform, you said you're sorry. And although the response to your defense was shoddy, that post kept you on. and it want heads and volleys. And how have you thanked her and Don't Flop for making sure that your career didn't end? By coming up to your performances paralytic. What a brilliant friend! He should stand thanking you. Who said he's got a bad attitude? Mate, that's gratitude. He made a mistake and he came back. Still racist, but he's got a haircut, so he's brand spanking new. And yeah, Don't Flop's the only league you haven't lost connections with after what you said and did, but you've got respect for it. You're a proper specialist. A freestyler comes to spit it off his head. Kinell here comes to off his head to spit. What a clever flip. And it's funny, till you remember how you need a fix. I mean, have you ever gone a day without any EDLE shit? Wait, hang on, I said I wasn't going to rap about racism. Spell it out and remix it. NEEDLE. I said you ever gone a day without a needles hit, you lousy piece of shit. You're all I hope I never am, Kinell, and I'm not joking. If I saw your face on a fag box, I'd stop smoking. You are a broke, unattractive, overdramatic, sociopathic, hopeless romantic opiate addict who won't kick the habit. You and your podcast can choke on a fat dick, get the fuck out my face and go eat a sandwich.
Yo, make some noise for them.